D. Welcome to Miss D Talks, where today we are going to finish up our discussion on how we deal with difficult people and all the negativity they bring. I am sick and tired of trying to go to work, and I've got to operate around this whole person who I know I'm going to encounter. I'm tired of going to bed mad with my spouse, they being difficult, sleeping on the seam of the mattress. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you can't go no further than the seam of your mattress. How can we deal with those that we work with, those that we love? That's what this series is about. And just people who are just dogged mean, difficult people, and all the negativity they bring. Excuse me. We're going to wrap it all up today. So we've done one, which is focusing on how we respond. 2, maintaining our composure. 3, making sure we set boundaries. I think in the last episode I said we're not drawing lines in the sand. We put down K-rails. Very, very stiff boundaries with this person. And then we talked about empathy. We're going to go on to the last 2 topics. Well, strategies. Number 4 is going to be letting go of the negativity. Okay, so when I say letting go of the negativity, for an example, I was working at a new job, and the young lady had great intentions training me, but she was giving me so much detailed information about the boss. Okay, how she felt about the boss, everything. I mean, just in general conversation. I had a choice. I could either take her opinions about her boss and determine how I'm going to interact with the boss based on what she said, or I can treat my boss with the respect due her and see for myself. Let me see for myself if that is how she is. Let me transverse this on my own. Sometimes you have to put up your own boundaries, even around people who are trying to help you, to give you some inside information on how to deal with this person. Those are the things that you have to find out by yourself, because don't treat everybody the same, and that's factual. So even when you're letting go of the negativity that difficult people bring, you also may find yourself needing to just place yourself in a safe space. Okay, you've now had several encounters with the boss, and now you understand that where that boss is, unless it's absolutely mandatory, you do not need to be in the same space. And there are things you can do to put yourself in a safer, healthier space. Number 1, let's just talk about other means of contact. How can we daily encounter this person? Calls, texts. Man, I know it's old school, but send a fax. I'm just trying to tell you. Send an email. Get your coins. Keep your peace. But there are other ways to communicate with a person without having to physically be present. Now, like I said, that's if you can control that situation. Okay? Only if you can. Sometimes you have to understand when this battle is just way too big. This battle is way too big for you. You got to step aside. Be smart enough to know that God needs to fight this battle. Okay? You just need to take your hands off of it completely. And now, really, those difficult people, whether on a job or maybe even in your family, or the person you have to come across every time you go to your corner store, because they're the only person that works that shift. Okay? When it comes to things like that, most likely those people are difficult to everyone. Like I said before, it's not just about you. At times, so many things come to us in life, and they're only human. It may all be about a loss of locus of control. Okay, that means the person may be out of sorts because it's a degree in which you feel like you have control over your situations. whether how you feel about whether something is happening on the outside of you, which is external. That means you believe life keep happening. It keeps happening to me. Internal locus of control means it's something within you that you know you're able to handle, okay? It's all about your belief and control of your surroundings, inner and outer, and how much responsibility you're taking. And when you have a loss of that control, everything is everybody's fault, okay? You're pushing people away. You're mistreating people around you. You're abusing them and misusing them. And that is not okay in anybody's book, no matter what you're going through. You have a right to be human, but you don't have a right to be hurtful. Now I'm going to say something. I sat here this whole time and did not know my hair was still all plaited up, you guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay, that kind of stuff is going to happen on this channel, okay? I got straight up, came out here to start recording, and I got Post-it notes all over my screen, so I didn't really look at myself. Embarrassed, but not. Moving on. We're going to keep on going. When dealing with different people, they have made a name for themselves, okay? They present so much negativity, it's spread around the entire warehouse. You see them coming, you want to go in the opposite direction. Don't let these people undermine your joy, your peace, and your happiness. Don't let other people's opinion determine how you treat that person. Everybody deserves a do-over for a first impression. But once they show themselves, you know where they stand. We can limit our interactions. I kind of spoiled it about a couple minutes ago, but I talked about limiting our interactions when possible, just to allow for your peace on your job and your home. Sometimes you gotta break up in your house. I can't be around you right now. I'm gonna go sit in this closet. I'm just gonna take the time out. I'm gonna take a long bath in this bathtub, and I'm gonna reset. And that is all self-care. Do that for you. Okay. The next thing, when dealing with difficult people and having to encounter them, well, trying not to. You don't have to show up to that function after work at the bar. Everybody's gonna go meet up at Larry's. Come on, let's go get a couple drinks after work. Who gonna be there? Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'll get y'all on the flip side. That's protecting your peace. That's setting your boundaries. You don't have to go unless it's a mandatory meeting. You ain't got to be there. If you go to a family cookout and you just know that cousin gonna bring some problems. They ain't been to a reunion in 5 years. You already know what's gonna happen. Listen to that voice. If you feel like I don't need to be there, don't be there. Choose your peace. Just decline those invitations. You don't have to go. Lastly, when dealing with difficult people that bring negativity, there is a line being drawn when you start crossing over and something might become violent. That is when, the gloves are off, not playing any games with those type of difficult people. They're being verbally abusive. Please, no physical abuse. Making threats, those things are real. And in those moments, that's past getting a mediator or a third party to come in that's neutral to try to figure out what's happening, get a buffer between you two. It's way past that. And now we have to call the police, which is your right to do if you feel like you're being threatened or someone is harming you emotionally, mentally, or physically. You need to let someone know. Don't let that skate underneath the radar. People can be difficult if they want to, but they don't have the right to hurt or harm you because of their own distress. All right. That's it, you guys. Wrap up. 1, focus on how you respond, not react. How you respond to their encounters. 2, maintain your composure. If you have to practice those affirmations, get them in your system, however you got to do it. 3, setting those boundaries, placing K-rails. We're not drawing lines in the sand for you to just decide that you're going to scoot over and everything. No, you're going to put the K-rails down and say, this is as far as you can go with me. This is it. Practicing empathy. They are human. Just put yourself in their shoes, just like, I wonder what happened. I wonder if this could have happened, just so that it just brings back the human effect to this very difficult person that you're having a hard time even believe that they can actually be human. Yeah, those right there. Okay, the next, letting go of the negativity that difficult people can bring. And that is whether you're being told negative things about them, prepping you to engage them, or just receiving that negativity they're giving off. You have to find a way to put up the block for those. You don't need that in your life or in your space. The last thing is limiting your interactions with that person when and where possible. If it's on your job, you don't see the big boss once a month in the great big meeting, make sure that's it. You don't need to have any other interaction. You don't need to try to meet for lunch, no drinks after work. And that is it. Limit your interactions. At the end of the day, when you're dealing with these difficult people, if anybody is threatening you or potentially trying to harm you, you need to let somebody outside of you and this person know, a third party, the police, a boss. Reach out to someone. Don't struggle with this if it gets to that point on your own. Always reach out for help. Okay, you guys. Well, that's my spiel on how to deal with difficult people. I want to talk to you guys again. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the summertime. Please hit that subscribe button, like, please comment, share your stories, share this video. It's part of a whole series on self-empowerment. I have one on resilience. So please check that with me. I have affirmations and I like to cook a little bit too. So it's a little something in there for everyone. Come back, join us. We'll come back with another topic. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. And this is Miss D. I want you to live in love, peace, and harmony. I'm just saying.